Hey guys, it's the History Nerd and we're back with another exciting episode of Stellaris. And where we last left off, we were doing things. Many galactic things of galactic natures. Let's actually go take a look at this guy way out in the far reaches. And considering the way the border's growing, that might not be a bad addition over here. Resin 2. It is very small. Not too many tile blockers though. So that might be a good idea. In fact, there would be a great place for a capital city. We might just do that. We've certainly got the material kicking around to do that. So let's get another colony on the go. Collectivist, xenophile, militarist, materialist. So we've got some humans getting some more traits and ideals. Interesting. That'll lead to other things. Obviously. Are you guys, from what I remember, we're not getting along. And it doesn't really look like we're going to be improving things. We could throw an embassy that way. I don't know necessarily if that's worth it. Their fleet power is inferior compared to ours. And we still have some fleet power or fleet capacity left. Which means we can get a more powerful fleet up. Which is probably a good idea. Now, having, obviously, the salvage there, which I will admit, that is a bad name for a cruiser. So, let's go in here. The derelict class, can I rename you? Well, what? You know what? Give me a second. Give me a second, and I will be back with the name for the cruiser. Alright, there we go. Let's get rid of the star. We'll call her the Megami. It's sad that this hangar is sitting there completely unused, but that is a much better name than the derelict, obviously. What we can also do, actually, is while we're here, you know what? Let me be back again. Just give me a second. Alright, the Habsburg Revenge. Come on. Honestly, who has the record button as a star? So we're going to go ahead and get rid of the Scimitar class. Now we've got the Habsburg's Revenge. And if we take a look at our strike fleet, hopefully when we update or do a change to the Habsburg Revenge class, all of these scimitars will get upgraded. Because otherwise, I have a bad time. I don't see a problem with that happening. I know different cruisers can get upgraded, because in my previous, or in a off-screen game, not a previous game, although it is done, so I guess technically it is a previous game. I digress. We're getting off on a semantic, useless discussion. The ship, the derelict cruiser, can be upgraded. So I would assume we can upgrade across different class types, provided there's no other scimitar class for these guys to upgrade to. The only reason why it's not showing is requiring an upgrade, I would bet, is, you bastards. It wasn't an outpost, it was a colony. Research that. Yeah, the only reason why it's not showing as these things requiring an upgrade is because they are identical. We just now have the Habsburg Revenge class, which is nice. We're kind of tying in a couple of the series, which I do like. Ancient Mining Grounds. We should probably not have you continue that surveying. Is there anything up here? I guess we could go to Scat and then around, although in might be better. Getting a little bit of knowledge on the inside here would be a good thing to do. So we will. We got anything over here? We do have another tiny... This is really crappy. It's like the only possible continental options at the moment are crappy tiny planets, which don't help me expand in the slightest. Now, let's talk about the taco truck, because it does suck that we've got a science ship sitting there completely unused. Unfortunately, like I say, with our leader cap, we can't afford... I guess we could get rid of Nishimura, but I don't like the idea of not having a fleet commander. It seems a little dangerous to me. But the good news for the taco truck is, when we research some new developments... Man, I have no idea how long this recording's been going on. My timer was paused. Anyway, when we research new developments, so like new sensors or new engines, be they thrusters or warp drive, then we'll get the taco truck upgraded first. It's already sitting there in Alpha Centauri. It's just waiting for orders. And so we can get that ship out right away while we pull the fish and chips and the Jurassic Quark back. And then we'll pick one of those guys to stick around for a while. And we'll just cycle them out like that. And what we can also do is use, once our leader cap goes up, use whatever ship we've got back, so in this case the taco truck, to train up some scientists. Because if you have your guys assist research, which I don't think we can do yet. Oh, we can. If we have our guys assisting research, they will level up. And so that's a good, safe way to get some level 3 or 4 or 5 scientists going. Excuse me. My stomach is like, hey, let's make burps. And I don't want it to. We can get a level 5 scientist relatively quick and easy to then go out and go after different anomalies and things that require a higher level scientist. My word. So... I've started another off-screen game. The first Human Union, or not the Human Union, the Human UN. So the United Nations of Earth. That game, I beat back the who was it? The Unbidden. They spawned right next to me, and no other empire helped. So we were the glorious victors. One of the interesting things with the Unbidden is, yeah, we're still building good, that it makes everyone like everyone else. I got into a federation quite quickly, and apparently they're supposed to take a while to build up. Did not take me a while at all. I had people throwing offers of federation at me. And then, so our federation got to about a third of the galaxy, and it was just like, you know what? We're done. We got this sorted. So I've started a new one with hyperlanes, and my god, warp is slow compared to hyperlanes. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. We've got some enlightenment to discuss. The thousands of scientists and advisors we sent to Poltan have finally completed the arduous task of bringing the local civilization up to an early space age level of technology. Under their new unified government, the aliens now style themselves as the Confederation of La Chak's Dominions, and they've agreed to become our vassals. Our observation post above their homeworld has been dismantled as per the conditions of our treaty with them. It is indeed a great day, and one of the first things I am going to do, sad as I am to see all these resources go to, vassals of mine, I am going to get rid of our frontier outpost and just have these guys, oops, let's actually talk to them, ready and willing to do whatever it is they need to do. Now, they don't like our purge policy, they don't like that we're xenophobia, they don't like that we're collectivist tyrants. The relative power, I guess because we're so much stronger than them, they dislike us. Apparently that's a bug that will be getting fixed in the future, which is good news to me. They are our subjects, they are repugnant, and we are charismatic. So needless to say, things aren't going that well with our vassal, but I mean, it's not like they're going to have really anything going on to challenge us. So we're going to give them a research agreement because getting our vassals up is a good idea. Now let's take a look at these other guys, because these guys are further behind, aren't they? These guys are in the late medieval age, so we're going to keep watching them for a while before we decide to enlighten them. which is, I mean, that's fine. It's getting us, 6 society research points a month. So I don't see why we would stop that. And what we could also do is take a look at species, what we'd want, not empires, not others, not fallen empires, but primitives. And I guess we'd want to see where are some other ones we could conceivably influence. Those guys are definitely a chance. Those guys, not so much. These guys we're working on. And these guys are way out there. Where were they? In Scat? No, they were in Querbus, right? No. Am I going to have to go back? Sarek? Sarek. There we go. You guys were Bronze Age, so you're even further behind. We'll leave you be for now. We might as well snag that to energy there. So let's go and take that. And our colony ship should be done any moment. Well, I say any moment. It is going to be taking some time away. That is in the Human Galactic Union. So let's go to our sector. First off, let's give these guys some more minerals because it looks like they could use it. Let's go ahead and take that planet, finish that. Complete. I'll give them something else to do. We got green shard throwers done. Interesting. What we will go for next, however, is, I guess, cold fusion reactor would be the best bet. And over here, we can get our leader capacity up so we can get ourselves another scientist, which would probably be a good thing. Planetary capitals aren't good, though. And the virtual combat arena is just great for happiness and army damage, but I think adaptive bureaucracy is going to be the way to go. So let's go that route, shall we? And we've got the Prophecy, which is our colony ship, set and ready to go. So let's go back here and snag you, put you there. I don't know why you don't, come this way, but I guess jump range? It really doesn't seem right. If I take you... complete. Where are you, colony ship? And make you go that route? Nah, still the same. One thing I do like is, based upon your stance, your pathing will auto-upgrade, or auto-update, so you don't have to continually, move your ships around. If you're changing the stance, or at least repeat the orders and be like, no, I actually do want you to move through this system now that you're set to passive, it just does it automatically, which is nice. I like that. We got nothing there. We got one more system to look into, and I'm not really holding my breath on it. Things don't seem to be going our way, at least when it comes to ships out here. Let's get ourselves a couple of Habsburg Revenge class ships, maybe 4. How many corvettes do we have currently? 28? Sure, we'll get that up there. And that should still be within our naval capacity. If not, I'm sure we could improve some of our space stations. Now, first off, let's get them up and running. We might as well get that up to a level 2 shipyard. And can we get level 3 yet? No, we do need destroyers for that. And those are still a ways away. I'd still like to see what's going on in the Forbidden Nebula, but I have a feeling we're going to have to go through the Interplanetary League here. Thankfully, we got some vassals to help us in the fight. Quote-unquote help us. I don't think they're going to be all that helpful, personally. And what planet type are you on? Tropical. You guys should have some colonizable worlds over here. Well, you got at least 2, or 1. Yeah, they've got at least 1. So our vassals could get a little bit bigger. I would assume they know to colonize. I'm not 100% certain. but I think they can colonize. It would be kind of weird if they couldn't. And yeah, I guess basically we're almost done with our autocannons, which means we can upgrade all of our corvettes to a new design utilizing the autocannon, and we can test our theory to see if the scimitars will actually get upgraded to... Like, how is... Oh, that's just out of range? That sucks.
System survey complete.
Alright, that's a tiny system. Let's get the last one done. And we can still sneak between those two guys to get over into the Forbidden Nebula if we so chose. Oh, the Jurassic Quark is done as well. I don't think we'll be going to Tanab, but we could go to Yabhanir.
Construction complete.
Alright, and this should be our autocannons done. We'll go with plasma thrusters next, although that is going to be a while before we get there. Try and focus in on some... Is that really? Huh. I think we're going to want to change to the Interceptor Core now, because we're going to want a point defense weapon. We might as well see what the green shard thrower does. So that's up to 2. What about the blue? Okay, so the green shard thrower will get our damage up there, and we do want an autocannon. So now the question is it better to have a coil gun? And yes, the answer there is it is much better to have a coil gun. So go ahead, update that. And I think I'll go 1 and 1 for now. And we'll see what happens between then and now, depending on who we're fighting, but at least this way we're balanced. We'll have a little bit of protection from missiles, mass drivers, and lasers. So there we go. We got the new Habsburg Revenge class up and done. We can upgrade our 33 corvettes. And that is going to take us 540 days.
Complete.
Upgrade times are a little long, but I mean, on the other hand, we are basically converting those corvettes to entirely new ships. So there is a bit of sense in that, I guess. You're done there. Oh, that was a mining station in a sector. Well, let's go build a mining station out of a sector. And with that outpost gone, I wonder if we could snag another one. Bombin looks like it's too far from anything. Might be best to put one in Oreb, actually. Tundra World, Arctic World. Go ahead and research that. Not really much there, though. I guess we could lay claim to it, but... I don't know. I'd like Helm, though. Oreb wouldn't be bad. So we're going to put a colony outpost there. I don't know. We'll let the colony get completed on Wesen first. Not a colony, a frontier outpost. But yeah, unfortunately, I feel like this is going to be the only way to go. Which could be good, could be bad, you know. I mean, that depends. If you guys want to see more war, it's probably a good thing. There is clear evidence that a massive battle took place in close orbit of Yabhanar 4 at some point in the last 5,000 years. The surface on one side of the planet is pockmarked with craters from stray weapon blasts, and scans from the Jurassic Quark have picked up several hunks on the ground. Hulks, not hunks. Though these wrecked ships are all in very poor condition, the fact that anything remains at all after the damage they must have sustained is a testament to their advanced design. Science Officer Nahi is preparing an expedition to sift through these derelict hulls for any valuable technologies.
Situation log updated.
Oh, what the... I'd have to imagine that crystalline entity is coming for us. So we're probably not going to be able to get that research done. So we'll jump over here and hope we can avoid those guys. Looks like we should be able to. Which is handy. And it's also another thing that I like about hyperlanes, is that you don't have to go to the edge of the system to leave the system. You can just enter those lanes wherever and whenever you wish. We got some more ancient mining drones. We got Tropical World over here, though, so let's go and survey that. That could be good. And at some point, we're going to have to send the fleet out to do some clearing up, but we're going to need to figure out which direction we're going to want to push. I mean, I guess technically we're pushing already into the far eastern rim, but I feel like we're going to run out of colonies, you know, in a turn. Well, not a turn. In one option. Granted, we can only have 5, so we could snag this little one over here and make that our core systems of the Human Galactic Union, which might be something we'd want to do. Okay, and we got that done. Actually, that is looking like a pretty good system. So, if we wanted a frontier outpost to work out here, I would guess Baxham would be the best spot. Because that should pull the border in from Oreb. It won't help us with Helm, but that should theoretically grow on its own. But we are only we still have 2 frontier outposts. So, I don't know. We're also not really using our influence. I'll mull that over for the future. In the meantime, let's see if we can get you out into this area. 2 months from getting the taco truck back out there, we should probably... Yeah, we'll have to clear that system first. I should probably take a look and see. No new warp, that. Okay, that's fine. Can we upgrade the taco truck then? Nope, taco truck is ready to go, so we're just waiting for a scientist. And then once we get a scientist there, I think I'll send them through this gap and start surveying around here. Although, you know, if other areas of the galaxy are any indication, then there's going to be a lot of empires. Here's a technology that would have been helpful for Alpha Centauri. The Uplift allows genetically uplifting and socially integrating species which are close to being sentient. So instead we'll get combat training, although perhaps the tile blockers would be a better bet. Yeah, let's get the volcano tile blocker instead. Uplifting's fun. I did that with cockroaches, and they spread throughout my empire. It was great. No, that's fine. The creator can... Well, I'm sure we've got mineral stations to build somewhere. That is going to be expensive, but we might as well get everything we can out of that. And, I mean, I should really look at the surfaces of my planets as well. Earth's looking pretty fine and dandy. We should be doing okay on food production. So much so, in fact, we could use this space here for something completely different. And I see that we don't have a military academy, which is not good. So let's go ahead and get one of those up. How are we looking here? You are unemployed, but we also have quite a lot of things to do around. So let's get some physics research going on here. Science lab, and science lab. Might as well get that research up as soon as we can. What do we got going on here? We need some science. And food-wise, we're doing fine, so I'll come back and deal with the rest of you later. Not really much going on mineral-wise on that planet. Alright, well that's that system done. And you are heading that way, so let's take you, the Jurassic Quark, and head this way. This sector here is looking pretty rich, aside from the fact that all the planets suck. Will we not research this sector? We might want to do that first. Let's see, is there anything nasty here? No, there isn't. Alright. Survey that system first. And then we'll get going up that way later. Oh, here I am. Not doing anything with the taco truck, despite the fact that we've got room for a whole other scientist. We have quite a few scientists. Alright, recruit a new one. We might as well get some ancient civilization anomaly specialist going on, although she is... I mean, not that old. Age is not like CK2. But Connor Evans Jr., who will have anomaly research speed increased, will be able to last a lot longer. I was going to say, and he's a level 3. No, he's just... Go ahead. Taco truck. Why? We should be able to move through our vassal's land, can we not? Taco truck. Come here. Can you not do that? And then can you not go there? And then can you not go there? No, okay. So the only way to get there is to loop around. That does suck. But hey, at least they'll scout out systems for the fish and chips. Oh, hold on. Taco truck, go here. There's a continental world there, and one there. We could have the makings of a sector. One could hope. Anything good going on here? I guess you are literally just starting, so we won't know. And bam, check out that fleet. Fully upgraded. We're ready to do some stomping. Where's the closest enemy? I want to test these guys out. Void Cloud? Over a desert world. Well, that's not really worth clearing out yet. Ah, there we go. We'll get there so we can send the Jurassic Quark back and research that Mount Graveyard, or research the Mount Graveyard. No. We're mounting a graveyard expedition. Taco truck's coming in. Good. Yes, that's fine. Spaceport on Earth is done. That's great. Rivalries are ending, and we should probably take a look at this. And one of the first things we're probably going to want to do is clear out some tiles that we can't clear out. Mainly kelp. I know we're researching volcanoes, so it's not even going to indirectly help us. But that's okay. We'll get there eventually. And I guess we might as well build a farm, because we'll need at least one farm on the planet to make sure everybody can eat. And then, yeah, that's just going to slowly grow. Ocean World, we'll get there eventually. Alright, well, it is going to take a little while for our fleet to get into combat, so I'll be back when it does. See you guys in a bit. Alright, so we're still nowhere near getting to combat, but we have received a communique from the Imperial Dethacan Systems. I speak on behalf of the Imperial Dethacan Systems, and I have been authorized to bring you greetings, as long as you stay out of our internal affairs and treat our great leader, Emperor Dronafeg the First, with reverence. See no reason for our diplomatic relations to sour.
System survey
You better not hold us back. Nobody wants to be held back. And I don't think these guys will hold us back. They are superior, they are unfriendly, They are collectivists, spiritualists, so at some point they might get a little bit violent. But for the most part, things should be relatively safe. Looks like they got some kind of vassal going on there. Nowhere near as good as our vassal, of course. Our vassal's great and powerful and mighty and all those other things that vassals should be, without being rebellious. Of course, our vassals don't want to rebel. No. That feels like that's going to be closing sooner than later. Although thankfully, Korach and hopefully Talasus here is relatively unlivable.
Construction complete.
Scientists leveling up. Fleet, where are you at? 2 jumps away. Taco Truck, how far out are you from taking a look at that continental world? We're still a little ways out.
Construction complete.
Thank you. Mindos. How are you guys doing? Are you making a comeback? It feels like Mindos might be able to make a comeback here. Let's help him along, shall we? Let's get an engineering facility and a physics facility going. And you could probably do with a military academy, because you got nothing else to do. Let's take a look at Asher here, and we'll get you going on a military academy as well. You're fully upgraded. Lovely. And yep, we're slowly working on that. Implant malfunctions. As part of our observation efforts on Gal Saposek, abduction teams have surgically installed brain implants on a number of Hydri test subjects to track them and monitor their behavior. Unfortunately, due to a manufacturing flaw, many of these implants have malfunctioned and are now having an adverse effect on the behavior of our subjects. There have been a number of suicides and at least 3 episodes of violent hysteria. The staff of our observation post has asked for help in rounding up the remaining subjects and removing their implants before any more incidents. We're going to need to do that, and we're going to need to do that sooner than later. If we take a look at our situation log, we've got, 720 days to do this. So let's find our closest science ship. The Jurassic Quark is way out there. The Fish and Chips is there. The Taco Truck is the closest. So what we're going to do, I guess we're going to need to survey the entire system first, aren't we? Alright, what we're going to do, because I want to get this solved sooner than later, we got to go to... So we got our science ship selected, the Taco Truck. You are going to go here first, and then you're going to go back and survey the rest of the system, starting with the continental world, so we can figure out if we want to live there sooner than later. More unemployed pops. Well, you'll just have to wait. We'll figure something else out for you to do. Where's the crystalline entities? Right. Let's go beat them up, shall we? This should be, like, a very quick fight for our fleet here.
Hostile fleet engaged.
And indeed it is. We took hardly any damage, but we'll go repair it anyway. And now we could get... What have we got? Probably the Jurassic Quark up here to come down when it's done, and we want to research that project and then research that project. Hopefully Nahi survives. She's getting up there in age, so what we'll do, because I think that needs a relatively skilled scientist, we'll research that first, we'll do that, and then we can come back and finish off the sector scans here. Yeah, that should be good. All right. Let's do that. Our fleet's returning, so that's good. Have we got any other science ships not doing anything? I don't believe so. That's really great. I'm pleased as punch the way things are going. But I think this is going to be a relatively good spot
System survey complete.
to leave the video for today. You know, with stuff going on. Talassus is done, so let's get you to the furthest star we can. Well, I mean, if you're going to jump there, we'll go there first. Get that surveyed next time. And I think that's going to be it. So, thumbs up if you have enjoyed today's episode. Leave your comments, questions, concerns, thoughts, jokes, musings, what have you below. Thank you all very much for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.